Good evening. Hi, this is Vivian. I think you know my name by now, right? Okay. Uh, Today is Sunday, and it's been a very, very busy day. Uh, I'm packing to move to a different location, so uh, yeah, lots of fun. Wink. Okay. Um, so last night we talked about you and me, actually. And the topic was ordinary, you are not. And nobody's ordinary. No matter what anybody tells you, whether somebody is, nobody's ordinary. Everybody does something extraordinary at one point in their lives. Um, and everybody has something to give. Whether um, you're working on the street or whatever, everybody has life experiences, right? And everybody has expertise in something. So you listen to the people where you want to go. Like if you wanted to be a movie star, you listen to a movie star, right? Because they have the life experience, but doesn't make you any less extraordinary. So just remember that you are extraordinary. Okay, tonight's topic is listen with an open heart. And here we go. Be brave in the face of ignorance, but avoid quieting the opinions of others without listening first. We all want to be heard in a noisy world. Speak your truth boldly, but also try to understand the reasoning of others. You may not agree, but keep an open heart. Be willing to be wrong. The ability to empathically listen to others may just be the one thing that saves us all. Trust that people are not inherently bad. Believe in the impossible. Know that people, like seasons, can change. Hmm. So I think there's multiple messages in that topic. Uh, Sometimes we are in the mode of I need to be right, and I'm guilty of that sometimes. Where I'm listening to someone, but not really, because I think in the back of my head that I know I'm not listening really listening to you because I know all this already. But in doing that, you might miss something that you really don't know. And I found that to be true. Somebody was telling me something, and I'd heard a lot of it before, but I really didn't know it. I thought I knew. I really did think I knew, but I didn't really know it. But I had heard it so many times from different sources that I thought, oh, I don't need to listen to this anymore. But then when I stopped and thought about it, and I said, you know what? Let me just listen to what they have to say. Keep my mind wide open, listen to what they have to say, and I might learn something. And then I remembered my grandmother's saying, when she was always saying, every day above ground, my grandmother and my mother, as a matter of fact, every day above ground should be a learning experience. You learn something every day, whether it's intentional or not. You're going to learn something new every day. And start, just pay attention to that and start trying to notice the things that you learned that you didn't know yesterday, last week, whatever. What is it that I learned today? Um, you know, it might be little, minute things, and you may not notice it at first, but you'll start to notice it if you start paying attention. Speak your truth boldly, but try to understand the reasoning of others. Other people can have opinions. Everybody might have a different opinion of the same topic. And I think this is what gets us as a nation in trouble, or as a world, actually. It's not listening to the opinion of others. Just because it doesn't match your opinion, doesn't mean that they're wrong. It just means it's not your opinion. And everybody gets to have that. I disagree. Okay, great. You disagree. That's your opinion. But they still get to have their opinion, whether they be right or wrong. And who knows who's right or wrong sometimes? In different areas, who knows who's right or wrong? So be willing to be wrong. You can't always be right. Now, if you know what you know and you've studied it and you've done all this, sometimes it's not a matter of what you know, it's how you present the information to someone as to whether or not they're going to listen. You may be perfectly right, but you were wrong in the way you presented the information. So you can rejoice in the fact that you were right, but be willing to admit that you were wrong in how you presented the information. And sometimes, even though you thought you were right, you might have to go back and apologize for something that you thought you knew, but then later on you find out, I really didn't know that. Let me go and tell this person that I'm so sorry, I gave you some misinformation. And that's a hard thing for a lot of people to do, is to go back and correct themselves when they really were adamant that they were right, and then go back and say, you know what, I found out that I was wrong, and I'm so sorry. I apologize, please forgive me. Trust that people are not inherently bad. We tend to judge people by the way they look, by the way they dress, by the way they speak. And, because I'm originally from Alabama. Okay. But when people hear me speak, said, well, I don't hear that Alabama accent. I says, well, what do you consider an Alabama accent? And then, they start talking, that, the little twang. But not everybody in Alabama has that. There's some words that I use that are inherently, that culturally in Alabama, because that's what I grew up with. But just because somebody has an accent, wherever that accent may come from, doesn't mean that they're less intelligent than you. And I think we have to start really recognizing that in everyone. Just because somebody's a janitor doesn't mean they're not intelligent. It might mean that they're just a janitor. That's the job that they have, not necessarily that they're unintelligent people. They may not have maybe the business sense or something like that as you do or somebody else does, but they're not unintelligent people just because of their job category. You can't look at people that way. Everybody's important in their own right. Believe in the impossible and know that people, like seasons, can change. People start categorizing people. Well, they're like this, and they'll never change it. But you have to give people a chance. Sometimes we see so many things in people. And I was listening to one of my mentors, Wesley Virgin, today, and he was saying that as long as you can change your mindset about things, you can change the way your life goes. So if you look at it in that way, so for years, I've had different businesses and that sort of thing, and none of them ever quite worked out. But I'm finding now, why? It's because I never changed my mindset about what I really wanted that business to accomplish for me. Because at the time I had the business, I was focused on the money. You know, it's all about the money, blah, 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 blah. But it really wasn't, because I've had a dream in my head for years. And I kept changing my mind about following that dream because of the mindset I had about, oh, well, it's going to be really hard. I don't really want to do that because, you know, this might happen, that might happen. But as I've started to really develop myself, I'm changing. Now, the people that I've known all my life may not believe it, but that's okay. Because all they know is what I did in the past. You know, they're judging me based on my past. But my goal is to prove them wrong. And sometimes that can be a great motivator to prove somebody wrong. It probably shouldn't be the motivation, because, you know, sometimes you get a little off of that. But, you know, it can be a motivator. You know, I want to show you that I have changed and I can do this and I can do that. And that might be something that you can look at as well. You know, what about me has changed that I now can, whatever, you know, you finish the sentence, whatever that is. So if you believe in the impossible, you could do the impossible, or what seems to be impossible. Because everything is possible if you only believe. You know, I know it's a Disney quote, but, you know, it's the same quote that's in the Bible. If you have faith will move mountains. So if you literally move mountains, it's an analogy. Faith can make things possible that you thought previously impossible. And so everybody can change. It's just a matter of whether they want to or not. And they have to have a really good reason to do so. Whether that be to prove somebody wrong about them, whether that be to take care of their families, whether that be to just prove something to themselves. And sometimes that's enough. You know, you get tired of falling down. And then once you get back up, you want to prove to yourself that you can stay up. Now, life is going to happen. You know, that's just what it is. But stay up in the sense that you're not going to let all of those issues or those events keep you down. And that's one thing I've discovered about myself over the years. That although I've fallen down quite a bit, but I really never let it just keep me down. Now, back in the day, it kept me down longer. You know, I had longer spans of getting up. But now, when things happen, I just dust myself off and get up. Now, whether anything just miraculously happens right away, no. Sometimes that doesn't happen. But when I really think about it, and when I really go back and say, okay, what did I do right? And so that sometimes these are the things you have to say to yourself over the years in your change, right? What did I do right? Don't talk to yourself negatively. Oh, how many things did I get wrong? I did this wrong. I did that. That's just total negativity. You don't want to do that to yourself. Talk about even in your head, what did I get right? Okay, what can I improve upon? Not what did I do wrong, but what can I improve upon to get to what I want in life? That is part of your change. And if you can do that, give somebody else a chance and see their change. So that's all of part of listening with an open heart, is not only seeing the change in yourself, but also seeing the change in others and giving them a chance to change versus just brushing them off and saying, well, you'll never change. You were always like this. So yes, that's the way you're going to be for the rest of your life. And that's not necessarily true. Okay. All right. So I am going to get off of here and just hang out by myself tonight. I like my company. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And please like and share this video. And oh, by the way, all of my videos are now up. Well, they're downloaded to my computer. I'm up to number 39 of the 64 videos that I've made so far. And I just want you to please visit my YouTube channel. It's Successful Mind Power, the same name as this. And, check out, if you've been following me all this time, you've probably heard all the book reviews, but I'm loading them up and they're coming out one after the other. And I also have a little thank you video there and some commercials, that sort of thing. But so right now, that's what I have. And later on, most likely I'm going to move this whole book review over to my YouTube channel so I can be live. And that will be after I finish uploading all the rest of them. So I really would appreciate it if you like and subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends about it, and I will talk to you later. But in the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love, and I love you guys. Thank you so, so, so much for watching. And don't forget to like and share. Have a great, great night. Bye-bye.